So yes, we have to talk about the Royal Rumble. That was honestly one of the greatest Royal Rumbles I've seen in the past couple of years. A lot of good surprises. Not as many as I wanted to see. There was Jay Cargill we didn't get. Becky Lynch didn't come back. Who else didn't come back? One other person that I want to come back. She didn't end up making an appearance, but for what we did get for Alexa Bliss, that was pretty cool. She got a pretty big pop. They said she hasn't been in the WWE for like what, a year or two now? Pretty crazy, but so good to see her. She looked phenomenal. She did phenomenal. And at the end she didn't win, but to have Charlotte Flair win, I thought was pretty good move because they're gonna start doing, you're gonna start building her up now. Somebody in her caliber, somebody with her skill set, she's gonna do a lot with that position. I also want to make note of the fact that the girl from TNA, I think she went from TNA to now she's in NXT. She was on fire, yo. She was like strong as hell. She was tossing people around. It was really good to see her. Even Jada Parker, she came back. She was whooping ass. Of course, Bianca and Naomi, they gonna come and whoop some ass. Natalia, we saw Trish Stratus. So I mean, it was phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it's Charlotte Flair. So come on now. Speaking of TNA, we saw the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Joe Hendry come back in the Men's Royal Rumble, and he got a huge pop. I really didn't know who he was. I seen him on like YouTube highlights, for NXT, but I really didn't know who he was. I don't really watch TNA like that, so to see him get that kind of reaction on a WWE platform, it was pretty crazy. I love to see it. A lot of people said that they were gonna come back and punch their ticket. We saw John Cena, of course. He did his thing. CM Punk did his thing. Even Logan Paul came back, and I mean, he was very impressive. Logan's always impressive, like him or hate him. The guy is a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal WWE superstar. A lot of people who stood out to me, of course, Penta. He started, I think, number two with Rey Mysterio. Brought the house down a couple of times. Braun Breaker. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, I always love seeing guys like Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman coming in, just wrecking the house down. He did his thing. Jacob Fatu. Oh my God. If I have to put anyone in the number one spot of like my favorite wrestlers to see now, Jacob Fatu is number one. Even with his like little rundown with Roman Reigns, the guy was super impressive. He had so many spots of like, even sales he did for other wrestlers. I was like, oh my God, this guy, he can wrestle. He can do this for real. This man is phenomenal. Super strong, super fast, and where his career is gonna go in the future, I think I'm gonna be one of his number one fans for sure. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner, and that man was main event Jay Uso. Came in, did what he had to do, threw John Cena over the top rope, kicked him down. John Cena, he didn't come in and beat him up. Of course not, but seeing Jay Uso getting that recognition he deserves, it's a long time coming. Uso's been around in the game for a long time, and they had kind of that, little spot where they were just kind of layups sometimes. To now see Jay Uso and even Jimmy Uso kind of do their thing separately and get the recognition they deserve, I love it. Cody Rhodes did his thing. He came in, beat up Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens beating him up, but Cody Rhodes, he got them titles and he showed the world who he is. I mean, he may be one of the greatest superstars in the roster right now. I mean, I'm not even afraid to say it anymore. What he's been doing for the past couple of years, there's no denying that. There's no denying his greatness. And, just like Jey Uso a couple years ago, where Cody Rhodes was, back in the legacy days and all of that, to see his progression, oh my goodness, it's crazy. And it's really why I'm a fan now, because I love seeing people go from small town to from underdog to the big dog. The Royal Rumble has always been and probably will always be my favorite pay-per-view. Definitely my favorite pay-per-view on the road to WrestleMania. But WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, they're kind of like neck and neck for me, because the Royal Rumble is just so fun. It's so exciting. It's so much of a thrill to it. I think WrestleMania is more of a spectacle, where as the Royal Rumble is really just like, it's the fun part, I think, and it was really cool to see. As for what we're gonna see next, I really hope we see John Cena versus Roman, John Cena versus Rock, John Cena versus CM Punk, John Cena versus Randy, John Cena versus everybody. Fight everybody before you go, man. Go out with a bang. John Cena is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, superstar of all time. So I need to see as much of him as I can get this year. Even just thinking about the fact that he's gonna retire soon, it's like, it hasn't really hit me yet. But when it does, I think he's gonna get a well-deserved Hall of Fame spot, um, for sure. And I really hope we see him, doing more interviews and talking and, development for the next superstars behind him. He's already been elevating other superstars. I think he really elevated, Kevin Owens and even CM Punk and, other superstars. So, um, man, I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, I can react to all the pay-per-views on the road to WrestleMania, and definitely start live streaming soon. I can't wait to do that. This is kind of my intro to the whole YouTube thing. I tried it back in the day, didn't work out how I wanted to work out, so now I'm really gonna give it a good go, and I cannot wait till you guys see what's in store. So like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things, and more videos will come. Till next time.